Let's get the read on all of this from First Trust Advisors, Chief Economist Brian Wesbury, Forbes publisher Rich Karlgaard. Rich, the first thing I got out of Stewart's interview with Larry Kudlow was that, wait a minute, you know, first, we have not heard back from the Chinese. And secondly, at least to me, he sounded a lot more in your face than some of the official pronouncements we've been getting out of the White House. That could be just me, but the upshot is don't expect any imminent trade progress, to me at least.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm positive for the very fact that Larry is back in front of the camera. I mean, we need a free trader like Larry Kudlow to balance. To balance Peter Navarro, who I think is a true believer. And I think that, you know, for all the turbulence in the market over the past couple of weeks, we're really looking at days where it goes up 1%, down 1%, not a lot. So I think the market still believes that at the end of the day, Trump is not going to do something suicidal or Navarro-like on trade.
You know, I got to tell you, though, Brian, the far more meaningful news right now is that the defending World Cup champion Germany has been eliminated. It lost to South Korea. What?
Yeah, exactly. And England is like running through this tournament like a gazelle. It's unbelievable. What
it more than makes
tournament.
up for the fact that Italy is not in this thing. We're not in this thing.
Yes.
But I feel some weird vindication here. But continue.
I actually think Brexit has helped England play soccer better. But anyway, there are so many good things going on today, but one of the things I want to push back just a little bit against Rich. I'm a free trader too. I believe what Reagan said. Hey, if they want to shoot a hole in, why should we shoot one too? We all just get wet faster. But the fact of the matter is, we have let China. We have kind of treated China with kid gloves for a long time, and there's a reason for that. They started from nothing. They borrowed all the technology that the Western civilization had invented. They grew 10% a year for 30 years, but now they're at a point where they need to grow up. They need to start doing their own laundry. And they have twice as high tariffs on us, actually almost 3 times as high tariffs on us as we have on them. They need to lower those tariffs. And they also need to stop this espionage. They have state-sponsored espionage, stealing secrets from the United States. Everyone knows it. And I think pushing hard on China to do that is not a mistake. We've tried to do it by negotiating. So let's be tough. I'm willing to be tough and take the risks.
Well, then you better warn the American people, because I don't think they're braced for that. I understand certainly where you're coming from, Brian. It's a very good point. But, Rich, I don't think the American people are ready for the ramifications of a trade war, particularly with China, that might or might not be justified. And I think Brian is dead on accurate about how the Chinese have rigged the trading system from their currency to their economy. I even think it extends to lying about their economic performance numbers. But having said that, it's going to take a while to resolve some of this. And in the meantime, you're going to be looking at average folks paying a lot more for a lot of items, because we get a lot of items from China. What do you think?
Yes, if the market fell 20 or 30%, which it could do, that's not that much compared to the 55% it fell in 08 and 09.
Wait a minute. Are you envisioning that? Wait, whoa. Are you envisioning that kind of a drop-off?
No. If the trade war gets out of hand and causes problems like that, or it causes, I agree with you that the first symptom that we're going to see is not a lower GDP growth. We're going to see a rise in inflation. And if that stuff happens between now and November, then the Republicans probably lose the House. Then everything Trump is going to try to accomplish, including his own reelection in 2020, gets a lot steeper. So I think this cautionary way that they're approaching is, I totally hear Brian that we got to explore getting tough here, but we can't do something reflexively dumb.
All right, I like that, reflexively dumb. Brian, what happens if just there's a period of unknown here? I know you always remind me over the years, markets are more uncertainty. We're going to be in this uncertain environment where we go up or down based on the thought of progress in trade talks or the lack thereof. What happens?
Right. Yeah, you know, what's interesting about all of this is I think markets tend to at least over time, maybe not day to day, but they kind of look through a lot of this up 1%, down 1%, the volatility that we've seen. And at the end of June here, we're going to have profits, corporate profits, that are 15% higher, actually 15% higher than they were on December 31st. And the markets don't reflect that yet. At the same time, we're now predicting a 5% real GDP number for the second quarter. Growth is picking up. Unemployment is we're at lows we haven't seen since the 70s. And so I hear, Rich, that if the markets drop and if a trade war starts, that could hurt Republicans. But boy, growth is taking off. Wages are picking up. Corporations are having to pay more and more and more to pick up workers because there's shortages these days. So right now, this trade war that everybody's talking about, it doesn't seem to be affecting our economy at all. In fact, we keep getting stronger, not weaker. Durable goods came out today. They're up 9% from a year ago. That is huge. That tells me our manufacturing sector is actually expanding, not contracting. So I think American workers are actually going to be better off by the time the election comes around, and that's going to benefit Republicans.
Guys, I want to thank you both very, very much.